Developing news off the top tonight out of Pennsylvania. Former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky led away in handcuffs about 9:15 Central Time this evening. The jury found him guilty of 45 of the 48 child sexual abuse charges that he faced. Thank you for joining us tonight, everyone. We certainly appreciate it. Sandusky was accused of abusing 10 boys over a 15-year period. Jurors announced the verdict at about 8:45 tonight. In all likelihood, he will spend the rest of his life in prison. The maximum sentence he could face will be in the neighborhood of 450 years. Sandusky's bond was immediately revoked. The actual sentencing hearing will be in about 90 days. Here now, Jerry Sandusky's attorney a short while ago.
You know, folks, there are lots of people sitting in jails all across this country who are innocent. There have been people, lots of people. May I finish? Lots of people over the years who have been executed for murder and later determined to have been innocent. So what this tells me is this jury, folks in the media, can I finish? What this proves to me is I believe the jury acted genuinely. I believe the jury acted in good faith. I believe the jury acted on the evidence that was presented to it, and I don't dispute or have any problem with the jury's verdict. We had a good jury.
Jerry Sandusky's family left the courthouse without making any statements tonight. Sandusky himself did not say anything audible either as he was being led away in handcuffs. He never took the stand in his own defense, and obviously tonight, jurors believing beyond a reasonable doubt that he did sexually abuse several young boys as they convicted him on 45 of 48 charges in his child sexual abuse trial. In other news tonight, scary moments this afternoon for the occupants of one vehicle. Take a look at this car. A two-car accident on Veteran Memorial Parkway left one car overturned. Police responded to the accident shortly before 6 o'clock tonight. They're not exactly sure the circumstances surrounding the wreck. A truck was the other vehicle involved. However, it sustained only minor damage to its front bumper. A passenger of the car went to the hospital to be examined, but the good news is all the injuries reported were minor. And drivers heading south on I-2059 this morning were met with some delays. Alabama State Troopers tell us around 7:55 a.m. a driver from North Carolina overturned his truck at the median and it caught on fire. Luckily, no injuries reported, but one southbound line was completely blocked, causing a major slowdown. Well, as the price of gas slowly decreases across the South, one gas station in Northport has taken its prices to a whole new level. The Citgo on Highway 82 lowered its prices to $2.99 this afternoon. That's something we haven't seen in a little while. Last time we saw gas for that price, it was in December of 2010. According to AAA, the national average of gas is $3.54, while a year ago at this time, the average was $3.62. Drivers tell us the low prices are very helpful in their pocketbook.
I'll have more money to put toward things that I need, as we also need gas. So it means that you can juggle better and maybe go places that you wouldn't ordinarily go because of the price of gas.
The U.S. Energy Information Administration says the last time the national average of gas prices were under $3 was in December of 2010. Meanwhile, the Morning Point Assisted Living Facility in Tuscaloosa held a symposium to talk about the benefits veterans and their families can receive from the government. Robert Higgins from the Alabama Department of Veterans Affairs spoke at the program. Morning Point's Executive Director, Leslie Venable, says speaking to veterans and their families about their benefits serves as a prospect of potential for the future.
There is hope for all the effort in their life. Them giving their life and going overseas, whether it was in, whatever, it's not been in vain.
Venable says they plan on continuing these programs to communicate the benefits for the families, veterans, and those who have served our country. Well, time now to get a first check on your home team forecast. For that, here's Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott. How's the weekend looking, Richard?
Hey, John, looking hot out there for your weekend plans. Good Friday evening to you, by the way. We've got 83 this 10 o'clock hour in the city of Tuscaloosa, 79 down in Mobile, 80 back in Nashville, Tennessee, and 81 over in Little Rock. We are hot across the deep south tonight, but no rain to cool us off. We're going to stay sunny for the most part. think through your weekend plans. Here's that weekend forecast. Saturday, Sunday, hey, scorching out there. 98 Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine. But what about the rest of the forecast? And what about the latest on the tropics? Could have a tropical storm developing down in the Gulf. Got the full details, plus your 7-day planner. That is coming up here in a bit.
Thank you, Richard. The members of Bailey Tabernacle CME Church, through a celebration for their longtime pastor, Reverend Clyde Jones, has been in Tuscaloosa for over 46 years, on the job now for 50 years. WVUA's Tommy Townsend spoke with Jones and his congregation about 5 decades of service.
With music, food, and fellowship, the congregation of Bailey Tabernacle Church honored their leader.
I pastored this church 46 out of 48 years of pastoring, but I started preaching when I was a senior in college, and that was in 1962.
That makes 50 years of service for Reverend Clyde Jones. Friends and family say he is a man of many ministries.
Dr. Jones has done a lot, really. When you ask what he has done in this community, actually he's been involved in every aspect of this community.
Well over 100 people gathered to honor this man who has always been there for them.
So it's the things that he does that makes you want to honor him in this way for 50 years, because that's a long time to be of service.
When asked about why he spent so long in one place, Jones says love was the biggest factor.
Fell in love with the college and fell in love with the ministries that we were doing here. So those 2 years have turned into 47. And that's basically why we're here. I love you. I love the community. It's a great place to live.
In Tuscaloosa, Tommy Townsend, WVUA News.
Great story right there. Tomorrow, members of the church will continue their celebration by going out in the community for mission work. Well, it's called 50-50-50, a project started by 2 Arizona teachers, and it's made its way to the Druid City. Tim and Dixie Reed are traveling across the country in 50 days. Their message, a thank you to all the men and women who serve in the inner city rescue missions. Their school's mascot is along for the ride, posing for pictures at a prominent location in each state. In Alabama, the Reeds chose Bryant-Denny Stadium as the backdrop for their photo, but the journey is more than just about the pictures they take.
We're serving meals, we're helping in the kitchen, we're doing motivational talks, we're having a chance to just thank volunteers, to encourage staff, and to just bring awareness to the great things that these people are doing.
The 50-year-old teachers from Arizona hope to complete their trip by August 4th. For more information on the Reeds and their journey, just visit our website, WVUATV.com. Click on numbers and links. Well, also tonight, one of the stars of the TV show Swamp People has been arrested in Florida on domestic violence charges. Gnosis Joseph LaFont Jr., who is known as Trapper Joe on TV, was arrested Wednesday by the Orange County Sheriff's deputies. According to an arrest affidavit, LaFont was arguing with his girlfriend while staying at a hotel near Disney World and tried to burn her with a lit cigarette. The report also says he punched the woman with a closed fist. LaFont, who is from Louisiana, was charged with battery and assault. Swamp People is a History Channel show that follows Cajuns who hunt alligators. The Alabama Court of Civil Appeals is ordering a judge in Montgomery to reconsider claims that the Department of Corrections rules are unfair, which results in longer prison stays for men than women. The judges unanimously ruled Friday that a lower court wrongly dismissed the claims by inmate Amos Charles Evett. He filed a suit claiming Alabama prisons rules require male inmates to wait 6 months longer than women before they're eligible to enter a supervised reentry program for prisoners. He says that means men wind up serving more time than women behind bars. The appellate court says a judge didn't fully consider Evett's lawsuit before ruling in favor of the prison system.